I know the history of the Middle East. They've been going through this forever. And even if we have a peace deal, I got news for you, gang. It's going to come undone at some point anyway. We're going to be facing the same thing over and over and over again because that's what it says in the Bible. It's going to happen. It's been going on for thousands of years. So I have no problem with you not liking what Israel is doing because I can understand it. I'm not asking for support on that. I am asking that you recognize that you are dealing with evil when you're talking about Hamas.
In this conversation at a Turning Point event where Glenn Beck is speaking, he brings out a very important point. Many people get caught up in the drama, and when we get caught up in emotions and drama, we sidetrack the conversation and we actually lose focus, which prevents us from having clarity. He makes it very simple. This is not about Israel. This is not about America. This is about good and this is about evil. It's a good versus evil war. Don't get caught up in the politics. Why should America be supporting? It's good versus evil, and every human being has to be interested in good persevering over evil. Watch this clip.
My name is Jeb Baugh. I'm an aviation student here at the University of North Dakota. And I really liked your point, question everything. And one question I have for you, Glenn, is a lot of young American and conservatives are starting to notice that Israel has an overwhelming lobby over the United States government, and we have unconditionally supported them. We have fought their wars in the Middle East. Bibi Netanyahu came to our Congress in the 90s, told us a list of countries that we need to take out. Some were Syria, Iraq, Iran, Libya, etc. Through those wars, we have lost trillions of dollars. We have lost American servicemen. And the worst part I think about it is the fact that millions of refugees are coming to the Western world through America and Europe, are degrading our cities, destroying our Western values. The U.S.
If you have more, let me just, because that's a long list and I have a very short attention span. So let me just answer some of those here and then you can continue your encyclopedia of questions, and I appreciate it. Let's see. Israel has a lobby. Yes. And you know who has a bigger lobby all around the world? The United States of America. It is in each country's best interest to lobby. Don't blame Israel. Blame our own politicians if they act upon it outside of the United States' interest. Because I can tell you, we're lobbying everybody else. And they will...
First or Israel first?
No one's clapping.
Yes.
No one's clapping for your point.
First or Israel first? It's an easy question. Charlie was America first. What are you?
Charlie was starting to notice about the Israel lobby.
Could I answer my question? Could I answer the question, please? First of all, I'm an American first and always. But the reason we have refugees all around the world is not Israel. It is a global system of people trying to take down the West. They are trying to hold your peace for a minute. This is why I said, Charlie, I can't do this. What is happening is we have Islamists occupying our countries. The next war that you will face. You know what our first foreign war was? Against the Barbary pirates. They were the Islamic pirates, okay? Jefferson, when he ended that war, because nobody had the stomach for it, he said, I gotta warn you, everyone should read the Quran. He actually had I have a copy of it, printed Quran, printed for Americans to read. He didn't put out little teeny clips. He wanted every American to read the Quran. He said, because I'm telling you now, this is our first foreign war. But if we don't pay attention, I guarantee it will be our last foreign war. That is coming, whether you like it or not. That is a plan well laid out. And yes, George Soros is a big part of it. I was the man who taught America about George Soros. One last thing. Here's my problem with this whole thing. Is it okay to set babies on fire? Is it okay to rape babies? Is it okay to kill people and have glee? Hear me out. Oh, dear God. Dear God Almighty. I will pray for you. Where was I? I don't have a problem with people saying, I have a problem with Israel. Because I'm not fighting Israel's wars. I don't want to fight Israel's war. I don't want to supply troops or arms. You can buy it. We'll sell it to you. But we're not going to fight your war. That's your war. But I believe Israel has a right to exist. I believe Jews have a right to live and not be hunted down. I know the history of the Middle East. They've been going through this forever. And even if we have a peace deal, I got news for you, gang. It's going to come undone at some point anyway. We're going to be facing the same thing over and over and over again because that's what it says in the Bible. It's going to happen. It's been going on for thousands of years. So I have no problem with you not liking what Israel is doing because I can understand it. I'm not asking for support on that. I am asking that you recognize that you are dealing with evil when you're talking about Hamas, not the Palestinian people, Hamas.
All right, so Israel has lobbies for all the countries around the world. They have lobbies for New Zealand, England, France. No Muslim has any lobbies. Another thing, you're talking about the stuff they don't teach in school. You're talking about one thing they don't teach in school. They don't teach about the USS Liberty, where Israel literally came, blew up an American ship because they want us to get in their war with Egypt. And they don't teach that in school. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your question. Guys, let me leave you on this because I'd like to turn this around so you believe me. It says, please wrap this up. I'll take one more question, but let me just say this. We must not divide. We must not divide ourselves. We cannot divide. I don't care if you like Israel. I really don't. Please recognize there is good and there is evil. I'm not saying the Jews are good or anything. You don't have to believe any of that. I do, but you don't have to. But recognize evil when you see evil. And what is happening with Islamists is evil. It is. Beyond that, let's just not divide ourselves. We need everyone on deck. Everyone. Last question.
Hey, sir, it's an honor. I have family that have been very long-time listeners of yours, and it's just crazy that you're here, you know. And I was going to come up here and ask you about Columbus Day and renaming it to Indigenous Peoples Day, but after that conversation, I just want to ask you, I completely agree with you that there's a ton of Islamist evil in the world, and they are a bigger enemy to the United States than Israel will ever will be. But I have a question. Why is there this societal taboo around criticisms of Israel?
You're standing here in a theater voicing this. Nobody's going to arrest you. Nobody's going to say anything. I'm going to answer you. We're having a great conversation. Where is the taboo?
The taboo is, for example, AIPAC doesn't have to register as a foreign lobby, but like the Australia lobby does. And
that should be changed. That should be corrected. Look, I am not going to say Israel should have any special privileges. None. Everyone should play by the rules, exactly the same rules, period. If they're not, that should be corrected. But let's correct those things. Let's not talk about snipers behind Charlie. Agreed. Good. Thank you.
I hope this gets through to everyone that you know, beginning with yourself, and to understand that if we're going to get caught up in why should we be supporting in that whole conversation, and because of that, we don't end up making sure that evil gets eradicated, then it's a matter of time till evil spreads its ugly wings and ends up in much further places than Israel. That's why we have to, don't bring in side issues. Those are side issues. They could be dealt with, and America is not fighting Israel's wars. The reason why America is supporting Israel for one reason, the current president, President Trump, says, make America great again. Make America first. He's interested in one, he's been very clear about this. He's interested in one thing, and that's America. However, he has the wisdom to understand that the war Israel is fighting is a war that is not yet on the shores of America, and he wants to make sure it never gets to the shores of America. And he knows that by supporting Israel, he's supporting America's interests. And we have to understand this is a universal war that is going on. It's a universal concern that we all have. And that's why, he mentioned the reading of the Quran and how important that is, that the sentiment that was expressed, that if we don't understand what many of these people are up to, it's not only going to be our first war, it's also going to be our last war. And we have to make sure we end it now. And we do that when we support the people who are fighting that fight for us. What a blessing for America that Israel is taking on that war on their fronts and America doesn't have to. That's well worth America putting a lot of money into that. You know why? Because whatever they put into the war going on in Israel will never be 1% of what they will have to invest if it reaches the shores of America.